4, 3, 2, 1.
We can still count.
Welcome back to the Run Podcast. What did you say?
You can still count.
Yeah, I was just doing the countdown in my best cinematic voice. So I'll probably just keep it in now anyway, so you've already seen it. What's happening?
All right, mate. Feels like it's been ages because we recorded on a Sunday last time and we're recording later this week because I've had work. But feels like it's been ages since we got together.
It does. I know. And we had a couple of DMs as well saying, what happened? People were thought they'd missed a bit because we went straight on with Melissa because we had loads to say and it was early in the morning as well. So we just jumped straight in on the last episode with Melissa. So yeah, we didn't have any ranting or anything, but guess what? I got fucking loads.
We got some beefs this week and loads to recap on racing.
Yeah. So let's go right back to a race that happened before we had Melissa on. And we probably could have recapped a bit with Melissa as well because she would have known a load of them. But recording with Melissa, first it took us 5 minutes, 10 minutes to get on properly because the internet wasn't great. So then I just hit panic mode and I thought, let's knock this out as fast as we can before the internet goes again. But yeah, Valencia 10K. Fast. Real fast.
Stupid, ridiculously fast. Obviously the front end, the pros. You had both men's and women's European records go again. Insane running by Eilish and Almgren. Busting out some... Well, Almgren wasn't far off the world record, was he? Only about 20-30 seconds. And then how many national records went? Well, it is, yeah, it is a lot. How many national records went, did you say? Was it 15 or more?
15. I've got the information from Sunday podcast on my phone here. Men's 15 national records, women 5 national records. 5 British men went sub 28, 13 British men went sub 29. Do you think that includes the 5 or are they separate?
It's probably total. So that'll be total 13, I would imagine.
Yeah. 40 British men sub 30 and women, 3 British women sub 31, 8 British women sub 32, 13 British women sub 33.
Rapid, in other words. Yeah. You deep dived into it then after, didn't you? Finding out why. Why is it the perfect?
Because I went somewhere and I was talking to Tom, one of the dads from Carter's football. He came on the triathlete days. He came to the Christmas 5K jog. But he said, how is this so fast? And then I thought, I got to find out. I need to know why that is so fast. And some people will know this and some people won't, obviously. But it's so fast because it's a perfect route. There's no corners really or anything like that. Or if there is corners, you can take them at pace and stuff like that. Sea level, so the altitude is bang on as well. The time of year, the weather's perfect, and the prize pot is massive because it's funded by the mayor of Valencia or whatever it is. Like the prize pot is I think it's $1 million prize pot across the board, is it? Split between everyone.
It's massive.
So it brings them out, brings the names out.
Yeah, which then makes a fast field and a fast race.
Yeah, and his trains running all around the place. I mean, you got, even the women beer, right? You got Eilish running 30.05, Alex Bell, again, 30.55 personal best, Izzy Fry, 30.59, and then we got Clara, Hannah, Samantha Harrison, and Lucy, with Jessica Martin, all running under 32 as well.
Yeah.
Then packs are fast, innit?
Yeah, and so deep. I'd seen someone run a 31 or 30, around that pace you just said, and they were 700th or something. It's fucking insane.
Yeah, definitely.
So
it's ridiculous. It's the same, yeah.
It's fucking mad, how quick it is. Yeah, obviously I know it for the marathon. The 10K, half and marathon now, I think a world record's going to go there soon because every year it's getting bigger. every year more bigger athletes are going there. It's getting faster because of the field. And like you say, the prize money is massive because they're well funded or well supported now to try and be the best and fastest race around at all them different disciplines as well. Like, it's mad how big it's gone there. Like, it's a big city for running anyway, but just like the last, I don't know, 5 years, Kipton, when did he run his first there at like 2:01 or whatever he ran? Didn't break a record, but it was like, oh, hang on. It's just gone massive. Like, and they separated them all in. Because when I first did the marathon in either 18 or 19, they were all together. No, the 10k and the half. The 10k and the full was the same day. The half was a different time. That's right. And then they split the 10k then again.
It's fast. Like, the boys were like obviously even faster. Joe Wickfield. The thing is, right, Joe Wickfield runs 27:37 to equal the national record. And then everyone forgets that Alfie Manthorpe and Scott Beattie have run 27:38, a second behind him. Like,
yeah, it's crazy, innit? And then Andy Butch, what a comeback from him as well. Like, he was like only a couple of seconds behind when he...
Free agent as well now.
Yeah, I seen something today. Who put it up? Oh, mate, didn't it?
Mick posted it, yeah.
Is he gone to Aston?
Is him in Philly?
And I watched Alfie Manthorpe's video. They were rooming together out in Valencia, and he was saying, yeah, he's a free agent. Like,
yeah,
but what a comeback from him as well. But yeah, it's just insane how deep and how fast. Even then, like, we know people that were over there and running quick. Like, it's been madness.
It is. It's what a comeback from Andy, but I'm saving all my praise for him because we did exchange a couple of DMs and I think he's lost his phone for the time being. So we better pick that up and then we can have a chat about his comeback.
We can.
But I went into Gemini is my AI of choice, and I said, right, so could we make the Swansea 10k faster than the Valencia 10k? And it's mind-boggling, like. And the answer is yes, with £1 billion.
Yeah.
Or a billionaire backer.
We need a billionaire backer.
But if you could get everything, they said, AI said it could be faster because of the cityscape protecting the runners as well. Right. Because that's not out in Valencia. So if you could replace the roads with asphalt, if you could get millions of pound prize fund, if you could organise you'd have to lock down South Wales, the hotels and everything. You'd have to have the finest shuttle bus service running. But that would be all right because the race would need to start at 5 a.m. for the right weather conditions as well and the right time of year. And if you flipped it around and started down the bottom, pegged it up to just past Sainsbury's, that turning point is perfect because you bang it round by there and then you go back round by Park Tower and you don't have to slow down either. And then it's full send all the way back down to Mumbles as well. So if anyone has got £1 billion spare, let's do it.
Yeah, let's get together. Call us.
Let's have a chat.
Let's get it on. Let's get it sorted. Let's build.
No, it was interesting to understand why it's so fast. Yeah. Because and the people who listen like me would never have a 10k is a 10k. Like, you should be able to run, like when you start running, it's like you can run a 10k uphill as fast as you can run a 10k on flat because it's just 10k. Like, but then when you start to consider everything else, it's fucking wild, to be honest.
Yeah, it's almost the perfect recipe, and everything's there for it to be fast. Yeah, same as when Ineos did the sub-2 with Kipchoge when they relayed the road, made the camber, the turns, obviously the pacing, they picked the right weather window, didn't they, at low altitude. Yeah, so it's similar to that, I suppose, where it's nigh on got the perfect ingredients.
No, it's bang on, yeah. And they said, yeah. I said, but it's fine, we can do that because you're hosting Ironman 70.3. But you'd have 80, 90, 100,000 people coming through for a 10k when you bring people to watch and sell in the full field to make the money back. Ironman brings about 11,000, 12,000 to the city. So the city would fucking crumble under tourism anyway.
Yeah. So
but yeah, perfect out in Valencia. And yeah, of course it's perfect conditions, but it still takes them to fucking run a 27:37 or a 30:05, like, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, massive. Still, like I say, you still got to run it. You still got to put the work in to run it.
So well done, everyone. I messaged Lucy Jones, so I was like, they must have measured you short for you all to run PBs. But I was only joking. You fucking machines, all of them. I'm looking forward to see what Lucy can do. Obviously, we've got a soft spot for Lucy because she's a brilliant guest and we've caught up with her since. But I'm looking forward to see what she can do this year as well. There's a lot of the girls I'm looking forward to seeing. Alex Bell, obviously, a massive year for her as well. It's a competitive field, isn't it? Like I said with Melissa, the girls are not fucking about, like.
It's mad how stacked it is now. Even, like I say, even British running, like, it's brilliant to see. And hopefully they get what they deserve, like, from the hard work they're putting in, because we always talk about it, when we have them type of guests on. The funding's crap, really, innit? And the coverage really is crap. It's like TV, and I don't really buy into it, innit? Or they're not buying into it and supporting it or funding it or giving it exposure.
That was another thing about Valencia, obviously. That is bought into by the media and stuff like that. And the coverage is good because they know people are going to watch and it's going to deliver, like. So yeah, like I said, the money's hard in it, but they're still showing up and still coming to take it, isn't they? Another fast race was this Sunday as well, over this side.
Yeah, more local to us, this side of the bridge.
Yeah, the Speedway 10K sponsored by Chepstow Garden Centre.
It's
You've done that before?
No, I have not, because a few years ago when it was on, before COVID, or it might have been just during those couple of years, you had to be a certain speed to get in. I think you had to be sub 35. They were only putting on them for sub 35. But I wasn't that quick then, so I never entered. And I was told back then, it's rapid and how fast it is. But I watched a YouTube video on it last night, funny enough, and I didn't realise it's not even closed roads.
No, and we get on to that.
We will get onto that because that's very dangerous and you should listen to race instructions, especially when it's not closed roads. But yeah, it's like a two, sort of an out loop back twice. Flat, obviously, down. It's Chepstow, it is, isn't it? That's what it is, yeah, because you said it's sponsored by Chepstow Garden Centre, so it must be. But yeah, no, it looks a good fast race. There was a lot of, I think the winner was sub 30 this weekend. And we know, obviously one of our mates was down there, Big Rod, with a nice PB.
Felix McGrath won it.
Yeah, Felix won
29:38.
Yeah, so yeah, well under sub 30, so good running,
And this is like the madness of it. Absolutely, it is wild. Where has he gone? Rodri finished 161 places behind him in 162nd with a 10k PB of 38:10. So that's winning, like, some places. Yeah,
you pick the right race, right place. But like he said, innit, he put in the group, like, get down there next time, boys. These are the type of races you've got to put yourself in. And we've said it before, man. I've said it loads. I learned from it for the years. Like, he was near the back, he said, didn't he? He was, like, nigh on last. But he ran a 40-second PB. It's fucking massive, isn't it?
Yeah.
He's not going to run that in, like, say he goes, I don't know.
Well, you're not. No.
You're not going to run that fast because, again, perfect. I think the weather was pretty good as well on a Sunday. They had a pretty good weather. Fast field, flat race, local. He's managed to, he's fair play to Rodri, he's put the work in, he's down the track. He's been working hard the last couple of months on his running more so. And it's paid off.
Yeah, he's having a running year, isn't he?
He's having a running year.
But he's trying, and that's all you can do, innit?
Yeah, but he's right.
I'm just looking through it now.
Get yourself in the mix of these races where you'll get pulled along and you'll run faster with faster people.
Yeah, he invited me up the day before, and I was like, no, I had to do 9 miles, which I did do. And if I'd gone up with them, I would never have done.
I know 9 miles. It's a long morning, and if you don't get running first, it's a long morning going down.
But lots of familiar names there. Jack Reddy out there running 33, 35.
Yeah, EPB'd as well. Off the back.
Yeah, Bishy 34:01. Hey, Bishy, boys and girls, Darren Bishop is, I don't know how many days sober now, but he's thinking about changing his
Wait,
Instagram handle
21.
to,
To be 21,
to
it's the
the walk
21st, isn't it?
21. He's going to change his, so if you're looking for Bissy on Instagram, you might not find him. I think he's going to be under the Walk Sober Runner now. Changing his handle, I think. No.
Yeah, because he's
But
got
good
the
runner,
freebie.
Bish.
Yeah.
Well done.
Second fastest, he said, and he is second fastest 10k, so he's getting back in a bit of form as well.
Yeah. Mark Hobbs. No, that's a different one. Mark Hobbs, Pontypool? No.
Pontypool, that is. It's not Obsy from Swansea, because he done XC, because it was West Glam XC, done Margam.
Leo Holmes from Les Croops, 35-24.
That was a
Matt
PB,
Regan, I know I seen your name here somewhere as well.
Yeah, 36 I'm in, Matt
It doesn't tell me if, 36-34. It doesn't tell me if it's PB.
He PB'd, yeah, I seen him in Strava, he PB'd.
Listen, and before we move on, Western Tempo are on the fucking electrolytes because their name is everywhere. They are flying. If anybody from Western Tempo wants to come on for a chat, send us your information. We'll keep an eye on you for 3 months to check you're not a prick. And if we're good, we'll get you on. But I want to know what's going on in Western Tempo because they are everywhere. And they've got they are up there. Someone asked if they are my favourite vest at the moment. It's very American college.
Yeah, you like that one, don't you? The orange stands out, doesn't it? But yeah, they're fast. I always see them at races. They got good group of fucking fast boys up there. They have.
I think I've just realised I've only got the boys' results. I'm sorry, girls. I've only got the boys' results here because Rodri sent them to me, I think.
Did he?
I don't know. Unless would there been many girls running there?
Hang on. Yeah, because I seen Lizzie run it.
Yeah, no, I seen Lizzie.
Let me scroll through
she
it.
Would have been. Oh no, Amber Gascoigne.
Yeah, there's
Bath,
the first female. Claire Hammett is one. Yeah, it's all mixed in, God. It's just hard to spot them. Team Bath. Position 1, gender position 2.
There's loads.
Yeah, so the women.
Oh, there's Lizzie, man. She's under the ears of Elizabeth.
Yeah, Western Tempo girl won it. Megan Marchant, look. 33-34, like. Just in front of Jack Reddy. So we know what Jack Reddy was doing there.
Oh, Jack Reddy, we're on to you, you little bugger.
We know stupid, Jack.
189 finishers.
Right,
2 were disqualified.
Oh, yeah, 2 disqualified. I just got down to that.
Yeah.
We know why as well, don't we?
We know why. Because they were wearing headphones. And it's open roads and it's fast as fuck. That's really dangerous, like.
Yeah, and, like, you can't wear them at any race, can you? I know people try and get away with these bone conductor ones, but why? Like, I don't get it. I don't get why people wear them. I don't like them wearing them for training. That's fine. That's a totally different thing, though. To wear them in a race, and then to wear them in a race where it's not closed roads, and you was told beforehand and on the start line. Bad form, boys.
Yeah, look, Sam Griffiths wore them around his neck. Whatever. If you're around your neck just for the photos, shame on you. If they're around your neck for the entire race, what's the point in having them anyway? Yeah. I don't know how it works. You've got a disqualified tag by the side of his name, but then on his Instagram, he's claiming a fucking 10k time. So take it off your Strava if you want. But you got disqualified.
Yeah, disqualified. Don't count. Won't go on your power of 10.
You probably haven't got power of 10 anyway,
I don't know. Yeah, you should have.
Yeah. Have a word, Quality Cod Running Club. Have a word. Can't be doing that.
Power of 10 is down anyway, innit? I've seen someone moaning about that.
Yeah, it's having like a refurb or something, isn't it?
Yeah, refurb, yeah. People will be going mad.
Never mind. I tell you what was busy. Speaking of influencers, our inbox was bonkers the day. Oh, my goodness. I've never seen anyone so out of touch with the local community as Run for Wales, honest to God. I know I say I'm going to move on, and I am. I haven't booked any of their races this year. I don't follow any of their accounts. They get sent to us. But now they've started their influencer program. What are they fucking doing, like?
Yeah, we don't know. Lost the plot, didn't they? They're obviously trying. I don't know what they're trying. I'm not going to even go there. Just I don't know. Yeah, this not trying to get clubs and giving places to club runners, and people have put shitloads of money their way and keep the fucking races full. But like we said, and we say it all the time, if we don't buy them, someone else will. So they're going down that route of what are they doing? What did these 10 of them?
Yeah. The thing is, and this is my problem with it, is, like I said, the content space at the moment just seems to be like a pissing content, and a lot of the good content is taken away for people just trying to shout as loud as they can how good they are, how committed they are, how fucking brilliant they are. Like, there was I post, what was the one the other day that was going around? I post to inspire, not to impress.
Yeah.
But you're training in the middle of the day, go to fucking work, like. Don't take the brand deals if you're trying to inspire. Just impress. You can impress. Go to work your 9 to 5, run early in the morning, run late in the day. You might be inspiring some people, but don't get it twisted. You're trying to impress as well. And get free shoes and free shots and beetroot powder and leg compression stuff. Yeah. You can do both, it's fine. But we're not thick, like. Don't try and treat us like we're thick.
And you said, it's like you see that post once, you see it 20 times.
Yeah, they just all copy and paste. There must be an influencer starter pack available on Etsy or something, I don't know.
Oh, they got their own WhatsApp group.
But like, and I would hate to be the person, because I looked at the application form to see what the information, how you apply and what you have to do. And you have to send a link to your best bit of content. I would hate to be the guy that had to go through all those links, watching what these people thought were their best content when it was a pile of shit. But it was also interesting that I kept an eye on the post as well. And last year's usual suspects weren't there. So I don't know what's happening. I mean, the way I would look at that is they're going to recruit these influencers and they want to use their profile to grow the Run for Wales profile.
Yeah,
but then are these ones that have grown their profile, protecting their profile now, and kind of, we don't need Run for Wales anymore, and moving on. So watch your space. We could have an all new bunch of knuckleheads coming through in 2026.
Yeah, but you said that, but I came back to it and I said, but most of these knuckleheads will do anything if it's free.
Yes, but a lot of these knuckleheads are going to Barcelona half, are going to London Marathon now.
Yeah,
they don't need the Cardiff half anymore.
True.
So we said, and we've said a million times, we've spoke to people that this would happen, and Run for Wales will need the people they've pissed off back before the people they've pissed off need Run for Wales back.
Yeah, true.
So fuck you. And last but not least, a little bugbear of mine. I might get in trouble for this, but I am done with the Japanese turn. What is it? Like, why are people doing it? I don't know if it's just a Maesteg Park run one or what it is. If anyone hasn't seen it, it's where you've got your turning point and you've got to go around a cone and you do a little fucking spinny thing.
Yeah,
Scott Gray is one park run away from buying a 2-2.
I wasn't there, but I've seen the video. Awful attempt.
Do you do them?
No, I've never done one. I think I might fall over, and I don't think it's going to save you any time anyway. Apparently, it's meant to be quicker to turn. I can't see how.
How is it quicker to turn?
Exactly, it's not.
There's nothing quicker than...
You end up doing 3 steps backward, twisting. You could easily trip over.
There's nothing quicker... There's no quicker way to turn than to turn.
No, to turn,
just
exactly.
Turn.
Yeah. Again, another fact has made its way to my state.
You got to stop. I haven't got enough authority up my stake. I don't go up there enough and do the park run, but you got to stop because it's giving me the ick. Bloody hell.
Brilliant.
So that's all we got to get off our chest this week, I think. I'm sure there's more, but
Check notes.
yeah. Ambassadors. That's what I've had enough of. So we got a little couple more
Ambassadors,
minutes.
yeah. I was just going to say that's on the
Ambassador. Fucking imagine. Should we start recruiting for ambassadors?
brand ambassadors.
Brand ambassadors. Applying to be a brand ambassador for a brand you wouldn't spend your hard-earned money on. Just to get free stuff. Come on.
Like I said just now, innit? Some people will do anything if it's free, or wear anything, eat anything, do anything if it's free. Have a bit of decorum, as we said, innit? Dignity.
Bit of decorum.
For me, for those people who are going to win these vests now, they got to say they're brand ambassadors, like.
Yeah, you have to sign up to be a brand ambassador. You have to tag us in every race you do. You have to wear your vest to have a poo. You have to do everything we say. Bloody. And they come with such a little golden... Oh, yeah, you can have some free sunglasses, but you've got to do this, you've got to do that. You've got to do this, you've got to do that. Fuck off, I'll just buy something.
Yeah. Anyway.
Look, and I'm not saying I wouldn't be a brand ambassador for Nike or for Mizuno or for Chorus or for Pepsi Max, whatever, like, innit? But I wouldn't be a brand ambassador for Tango because it's disgusting. I wouldn't be a brand ambassador for Brooks because they're fucking buzzing. I genuinely wouldn't be a brand ambassador for And before Ali Jenkins starts, I know I've had to stop wearing Mizunos for the time being, but I'll be back in Mizunos. But I was given a pair of Hawkers for Christmas and I've got to wear them.
Not
a brand ambassador.
By family.
I know. He's been in my DMs for like a week calling me Mr. Gifted. And I'm like, oh, what have I done? But
brilliant. Mr. Gifted. Love it.
They'll go to the opening of an envelope, won't they?
Yeah, they will. What are you going to do
about it?
What are we going to do about it? Nothing.
We're going to take a quick break and then we're going to get our guest on.
We are.
We'll be right back. We have been joined by Samantha Munkley, as I called you previously, but it's Samantha Munkley, right?
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
How are you? You okay?
Yeah, I'm good, thanks. Yourself?
Yeah, we have to get a rodent on early doors, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. You're never more than a foot away from them.
No, digitally. You are knee-deep in Seville training. We'll get on to that. But as you know, because you and Bodie watch every episode with slices of apples for Bodie, we have to thank you, obviously, for getting the Alex Bell episode over the line. Stroking Bodie, tied her down.
That was all Bodie. That was nothing to do with me. That was all Bodie.
We owe him a ball. We owe Bodie a ball.
Yeah. We owe him an apple.
We'll move right all through this now. But were you much of a sports person in school? Were you active in school? Where did you go to school?
Well, I'm from Mynydd Cerrig, which is a little village between Llanelli and Carmarthen. My primary school, well, it doesn't even exist anymore. In my year group, there was only 2 girls, including myself. So in primary, I did love my sport, mainly because we were just surrounded by boys all the time. Loved football, still love football. I used to make my uncle chase me round the garden to practice for sports day in primary school because I wanted to win. But when I went to secondary school, I just had no confidence at all. I was bullied a bit in school as well, so I kind of just kept to myself. So there was no running. I avoided PE, if I'm completely honest. I didn't get into running until after school, so around 17, 18. But I didn't really have a healthy relationship with it initially because I'd done it all for weight loss and validation. So it wasn't anything I was interested in school for. And as I said, it wasn't a healthy relationship after as well. It wasn't because I enjoyed running. I just wanted to be accepted.
That's a weird choice to get accepted. Or was it to get like fitter and everything as well?
It was
more like treadmill running in the gym.
Yeah, it was literally to lose weight. I thought, right, if I end up losing some weight, people might like me a bit more because I wasn't overweight, but I always felt like I was bigger than what I was. I did
Yeah.
unfortunately develop an eating disorder with that as well. So I did enjoy running, but I utilized it for all the wrong reasons. I didn't really
Mm.
have a healthy relationship with running until around 2018, 2019.
All right.
That's mad.
So, yeah, but so just to understand the time frame, so up to 2008, were you still running and seeking validation sounds mean again, but you know what I mean? Still
Yeah,
up until 2018, 19, that was
yeah.
still, it's a long, when did that start and when, before
Well,
2018?
I think, I mean, in my late teens and early 20s, I definitely lost all the weight from the running. So I did still run, but I was more gym based.
Mm.
I was doing more weights, but I would still run, but I didn't have a clue about running. I was one of those that would just put the trainers on and think it was all about running as quick as you could for as far as you
Be the
could.
best. Yeah.
Um, and it wasn't until I had, like I said, a healthier relationship with my diet and my food where I actually took running a bit more seriously. So I always wanted to do London Marathon. Believe it or not, that was my first marathon, and that was in 2017. But I didn't really enjoy it because, again, as I said, I didn't have much knowledge about I enjoyed the running, but I didn't have a clue about it. I just, like I said, I
Yeah.
ran as far as I could for as long as I could. I ended up injuring myself. My build was awful. I had no clue about nutrition. And I said, I'm never running again, but here we are.
Here you, yeah.
Here we are.
That's
Going
the
again.
drill though, isn't it, Nick? Because
Yeah.
that's what you done for a long time, Nick, wasn't it? Just ran and then ran again and ran again.
Yeah, yeah, it is, isn't it? And like you say, it's totally different nowadays, isn't it? There's so much information out there that you can find out and learn. Back then, even though it's not that long ago, really, it was more like I was started about the same time, when I about 16, 17. Yeah, I was just going out, running the same pace, same distance, 4 or 5 times a week. And that's all I knew, or all I wanted to do. Mad.
I wasn't even that consistent, if I'm honest. It was just as of when I felt like it. I'd run
Yeah.
too much, I'd run too far. I injured myself really badly for London. I actually tore a quad. But it was probably the best thing that could have happened because it then led me to seeing a physio, joining the running club, getting a coach, and just having my eyes open to a complete different world of running. That was the change for me.
Yeah. Off tangent, but when you say about inconsistent, Dan, it reminds me of our friend during lockdown in Ennick, Bren, and he would go running and he would time it to be the same time as the people would come out to clap the NHS. So he'd be like banging down the street and everyone's out with the saucepans banging them for him. Oh,
Still lives on
that took me back. Yeah,
That's the only time he's run.
He hasn't run since.
Yeah, it's the only time he's run.
Good
But
tactic.
London,
It is a good tactic.
man.
It worked for him because he used to go out every
definitely.
whatever night there was and run.
Yeah, we need a new killer virus. No, don't do that.
No,
to
we
us.
don't.
So London Marathon, how'd you get in?
Oh, that was a charity place. So I ran for
Yeah.
a children's charity. Yeah, I've entered the ballot every year for God knows how long, and I've never got in.
No luck. It's mad, isn't it? Like how I hear this, like this time of year, you hear of so many people out they don't get in, and it's mad, isn't it? How they changed that. Like we said before, like it should still be the same 5 times, and you should get in. But there we are. Let's not go into flagging them off again. I've done
Way
that
too
enough.
many of that now, isn't it? Way too many.
Yeah. Oh
We
yeah.
can't slag them off until May.
Yeah, you've got to run in. Don't get you kicked out, innit?
But you know, like so, what this first marathon is that at the end of running on you? What are you like? Are you ready to train for a marathon, or are you winging everything at
No.
this point? Have you been running 10Ks and halves or anything, or I'm just
Yes,
fucking
so-
running marathon?
So the year before was my first event. So 2016 was my first ever running event, and that was Swansea Half. Ironically, I remember saying after that as well, I'm never in again, because again, the prep was awful. I didn't really understand much about it. And back then, you don't have the information you've got out now. There's so much
It's
information.
so fast.
Yeah, I didn't have a Garmin, I didn't have a Chorus. I literally had a Fitbit, and the GPS is horrendous.
I looked the other day I shared a video of me finishing the Ironman we done, Nick. 2000.
What's an Ironman? It was a sprint triathlon.
I know, I call them all Ironmans, the sprint triathlon. And I thought I knew I'd ran it in a pair of Nike Air Max, but I also had a G-Shock on.
Yeah.
So, and that's not that long ago, like.
No,
the
not
changes
really.
have been so massive. But carry on your story. Sorry for jumping in.
No, I said, I'm never in again, but obviously I did. And like I said, London Marathon was just one of those I'd watch every year. Everyone knew about London Marathon. I remember the day where I decided, right, I'm going to sign up to it. Ironically, I was on the treadmill in the gym watching the London Marathon. And I said, right, yeah. I thought, right, as soon as the ballot opens, I'll apply. I didn't get in. So then I chose a charity then, and 2017 then was my first marathon.
Sorry, the cat is in the kitty litter. I do apologise. How embarrassing. What was the fundraising totals and stuff for that point, 2017?
That was just over 2,000. And that was
Still a big
for,
whack of money, innit?
yeah, it's still a lot, but I think there were charities I could have gone with that were less, but I really wanted to do it for a charity. I didn't want to just do it for the sake of getting a place.
Yeah.
I wanted it to be something I
Mean
wanted
something.
to feed. Yeah. It did come with, a bit of a bigger push, but it meant a lot more. I felt like I kind of, I don't know if earned my place is the right way to say it, but morally for me, I just wanted to do it the right way.
Yeah, I get
No, we've spoken about that a lot, haven't we?
Yeah.
Because, raising 300 quid for NSPCC for me to do Cardiff half was a chore. And it's not that I don't care about the kids, but the charity is neither here nor there with me, whereas this one has been a breeze because it's close to my heart. How did the race go?
Horrendously. Honestly, I just wasn't prepared for it. The atmosphere on the day is incredible. You will not get that atmosphere in many other races, okay?
No.
If I had the opportunity to do London again, I definitely would, purely for that atmosphere. But the reason I say horrendous is because I just suffered. I just killed myself on that run. I got it done. But yeah, like I said, I injured myself. I was just in so much pain throughout. It was after mile 15, I remember it just being hell. It was like, I just need to get through it. And there's a part on there, isn't it, where you go under a bridge and like nobody can see you. I was like, I'm going to walk by here and nobody can see me. Not that there's anything wrong with walking, but I was in that mindset back then. So I just kept killing myself, and there's nothing wrong with me taking a break in between. But yeah, like I said, my mindset with running back then it's just so far away from where it is now.
Yeah.
If I knew what I knew about running now, my training, everything would be completely different.
Yeah.
And what was your time?
5:37 was my London time. Around there.
Well done.
Yeah.
That's not bad, is it? Beans who's just a treadmill gym runner for just losing weight, and then obviously, like we say,
Yeah.
that was your first marathon as well.
But to put into perspective, then when I joined a club and I got a coach and I done my next marathon, albeit I had a few years in between it, I then came away with 3:59.
Well,
So that's what I mean by I genuinely didn't have a clue when I first done it.
that is mad,
Yeah.
but then that does show, like you say, how naive and how much you can improve the cat, how much you can improve in that space of time by just knowing properly what to do.
Yeah, exactly that.
Yeah. Because I can, relate to that so much. Even up until last year when I done, I still don't know how to run a marathon, and it's going to take a while to figure it out, innit? That's why I've got 2 booked this year, because you've just got to figure it out.
Yeah, but the first one will definitely have given you some things to carry through into this one.
Yeah,
I'm sure
should.
you'll have a much better block with this one because you've had your first experience and there's always a learn from it.
Oh, you don't want to rock up and go 6:11 again, like, trust me. Fucking hell. No way.
Yeah, remember the
Absolutely
pain
not.
you was in, Gar?
Oh, it was we'll talk about that closer to the time. It was like a mix of embarrassment and pain, and it was like, I've let everyone down, but it's all right, it's fine. But you keep going back for more marathons, and did you discover like a spark? Did London spark something for you, or
No,
still not? Did you
London.
still just get back on a treadmill?
London didn't. If I'm honest, so what happened was in God, when did I do Manchester? I think it was potentially 21 or 22. Either one, I can't remember now, but I went through a really rough patch in my life, and I
Yeah.
thought I need something to focus on. And my running was in a much better place, but I hadn't tackled a marathon since London. So I thought, you know what, I'm gonna put all my effort
What
into
had you
this.
been doing? Running wise, like
Oh, I'd just been doing like the odd half here
shorter.
and there, turning up
Yeah.
to club sessions. I'd done
Ooh.
Cardiff half, Barcelona half, just things to tick over. I was, I finally achieved, because sub 2 was a massive goal I had for a half. I'd done that. My 5Ks were improving, my 10Ks.
Yeah.
So I just thought, oh, do you know what? I want to tackle a marathon
I'm ready
and
to
see
go
what comes
again.
of it. Yeah, and
Yeah.
it helped me mentally. But like I said, there was a few things going on with me, and I put all my
Yeah.
focus into that then.
Yeah. I just wanted to understand if there was structure there now, and your running was like a different approach, which it obviously is now by the sounds of it.
Yeah, yeah.
And then Manchester. So Manchester, how did that go? That's the
I love
359?
that. That was the 3:59.
I never want to go to Manchester ever again.
I absolutely loved Manchester, but I think that's because I did execute it. I did hold back a little bit.
Yeah.
Um, to be honest, I expected just before Manchester, I fell poorly. I was full of flu. I remember genuinely crying to my coach at the time in the room, saying I've ruined everything. And I genuinely expected I came in at about 4:15. So I thought I'll see how the first half goes. And I was feeling strong. I saw sub 4 was on. I just felt great throughout it all. I fueled well. The 2 weeks where I had that flu, it probably done me the world of good, because I think I probably needed the rest.
Yeah. It's a cheeky little forced taper, isn't it?
Yeah. So to compare London to Manchester, two completely different experiences. But as I said, it's literally just because I had that coaching in place, that structure. I had an understanding of the fueling, the recovery, not running flat out on every single run, not worrying
Yeah.
about what people think about my Strava times. That's well and truly gone out the window. I've always said you shouldn't worry about that, because the event on the day will show your hard work and your results. Don't worry if you're doing an
Yeah.
easy run that's a slower pace. You need to let things like that go, and that's what I done for it.
Yeah. And people don't even check your time before giving kudos anyway. They just do it to get it back.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
that was,
nobody's
so that
digging in,
was,
are
yeah.
they?
Nah. But, so that is 2021, 22. So we're not that long ago now, then. What happens next?
Yeah, no, it must have been 2021, because I did Berlin in 2022. I entered Chicago for 2024, and I got into it. 2023 was a really, really bad year for me. So this is the year where I ended up having severe panic attacks whilst running. So what happened was, beginning of Jan 23, I started getting heart palpitations, not when I was running, just randomly. So I got
Yeah.
it checked out, had ECGs, everything came back fine, normal. So I just continued as I was. Still had the palpitations, but doctors said everything is fine, nothing was getting worse. So yeah, cracked on. Then I done Swansea half in the June, and I remember at mile 12 I started getting really lightheaded, jelly legs. I was looking at the crowd thinking I'm going to go over to someone now to call a marshal. So I only stopped for a few seconds, and I came back round, and I managed to finish the half. And I just put it down to a warm day, because Swansea half usually is a hot day. So I
Yeah.
thought, oh, I was
Yeah.
probably dehydrated. I felt fine after it, thought nothing of it. But then every single run that I did after Swansea half, I was getting that feeling again. But it kept intensifying to the point I remember I was running around North Dock, and I'd only been running for 2 minutes. I had jelly legs, lightheaded feeling, but this time I was hyperventilating. I had pins and needle in my left arm. I had pins and needles going to my face. Um,
Mad,
the
isn't it?
only, yeah, the only way I can describe it's going to sound really dramatic, but anyone that's had this will probably back me that in that moment you lose control. You genuinely feel like you're about to collapse and die. That is
Yeah.
literally the only way I can describe it. I managed to get my phone to phone my mother. How? I don't even know, because I was an absolute mess. My panic was, I'm going to collapse here. Nobody knows where I am. So she managed to come and get me. We went straight to A&E. They done all these tests. Everything came back as completely fine.
Yeah.
So they said, oh, yeah, just carry on. But then it kept happening, and it was getting worse to the point where they said to me, I saw a cardiologist, and they said, right, no more running. We think there's potentially something going on with your heart, because all these symptoms were pointing to my heart, and they couldn't rely on the ECG because you only wear an ECG for a certain amount of time. So it could
Yeah, so we could
miss
miss
certain
it.
things. Yeah. So I had to have so many tests over 2 months. That's when I realised how much running meant to me, because
Yeah.
I had to literally mute so many groups, not go on Instagram. I just couldn't see it. I really struggled. But anyway, I had all the tests. They all came back and they said to me, everything is fine. They said I've got an elongated QT. Now, don't quote me on that, but that's what they told me it is. But they said it's quite common in people who do long distance. I don't know what it means. All I know is they told me everything is fine, it's normal, and that was good enough for me. So I said, right, okay, well, what's going on then? Because these symptoms are so physical, and I can't walk. I can't even put my shoes on without getting these feelings. And they said to me, oh, you're getting panic attacks and anxiety. And I refused to believe it, because
Yeah.
at that point, I genuinely thought, well, no, mentally, I feel
Yeah,
fine. I feel okay. I thought, no, it can't be. I thought, these symptoms are so physical, you're missing something. I just couldn't accept it. So
Okay.
I went, yeah, I went to therapy then, and ended up speaking to them about, they said, oh, what's been going on in your life? And it was until therapy where I realised I had actually gone through a lot, and I was using running to mask everything. I wasn't
Yeah.
actually dealing with anything at all with the running. I was avoiding it, and it kind of just crept up on me. And they think, unfortunately, because that happened in Swansea half, my body then associated running with being in danger. So I had to pretty
Therapist.
much wire my brain to realise I'm not in danger. And it was incredibly tough, because I had to defer Chicago as well. I found that really difficult. There was a point where I genuinely thought I'll never be able to run again. So I spent, I should give you a timeline actually. So everything came back fine around September time. I still kept my running to a minimal, because running was it was awful back then. But like I said, I realised how much running meant to me when I felt like it had been taken away from me. So I still had that fight in me of,
Yeah,
I
I
need
want
to
to
get
get back.
back to it. Yeah, I need to, but it was scary. I wanted to give up so many times. I spent majority of 2024 literally rewiring my brain to be convinced that I am completely safe.
How would
You
you
run.
do that?
You're gonna think I'm nuts, but I would literally talk to
I don't
myself.
care. That's fine. Everyone thinks we're nuts.
I'd be running, and as soon as I could feel any of that the giveaway for me is all the lightheadedness happens first. It's the
First,
lightheadedness and the jelly legs, straight. And as soon as I feed into that and panic, all the other symptoms happen as
Yeah.
well.
come through. Yeah.
So I had to literally just be like, Sam, you're fine. Keep running. Like, you're fine. There's nothing
No,
wrong.
that's
Just
fine.
keep running.
Yeah.
It didn't always work, unfortunately, but I never ended up in such horrendous states like I did before, because back then you do just go straight into the panic. You don't know what's going on,
What's going on?
and you're
Yeah.
just going to fight. Yeah, I was constantly in flight or fight mode, basically.
Yeah.
So my first event back was Swansea Half the following year, so I hadn't done any events for a year. I
Was
remember
that a calculated decision, like unfinished
it was.
business?
Yeah, it was. And my mother wasn't too convinced at the time, because she thought, oh, you're putting yourself probably in the position that's going to trigger you the most. And I
Yeah.
said, yeah, but
Come
that's
on again.
exactly why I'm
Brave,
doing
innit?
it.
Really brave.
Very.
So it was tough. And you know what? I got a really good support system around me. A lot of my friends came down, they're used to me running, but they weren't there for the purpose of me running that day. They were just there, to get me through all of
Sport,
this.
yeah.
My heart rate was through the roof before even starting. And I remember 2 miles in, there was a guy in front of me, and he had a black vest on with all writing on the back of his top in white letters. And I remember looking, and it looked like the letters were coming off his top. They weren't. It was just me again,
Yeah.
getting lightheaded, panicky. And yeah, I was talking to myself. God knows who was listening to me, but that doesn't matter.
No one is listening to the winner. That's like, and that's the important bit,
Yeah.
is no one cares about your times.
Yeah.
No one is listening to you at that point, but that's
Yeah.
easy to say out loud by you, but not when you're in the moment, like, innit?
So I did manage to just keep going. I told myself I don't care about, and I generally didn't care about time. I just needed to prove to myself that I can get through
Yeah.
this.
Yeah, you can get back
And it's
into
quite
it.
hard, because the place where it happened to me is mile 12 of Swansea Half. So I've even got 12 miles now in my head where I'm thinking, oh, is it going to
Building
happen
up
at mile
to it,
12
yeah.
where I am? But I was completely fine there, thankfully. I managed to finish it. And then I had Chicago to train for. And that was a big indicator for me then, is if I can get a marathon done and overcome this feeling, that'll be the confidence. But yeah, 2024 for me was literally all about, like I said, forget the pace, just getting my body back regulated, under control. But to this day, I cannot look at my heart rate during an event. It's a massive trigger. The only time I will look at my heart rate now is if I'm doing a really easy run. And even then, I just set my watch to alert me if I go over, usually around 135 beats per minute. So I don't look at it, but my watch will, beep to say,
Yeah.
you've gone slightly higher, so I just slow down.
Ease
That's
up,
the
like.
only thing I'll use heart rate for now. I can't look at an event, because I know that will trigger me. It's just pointless. I'm not going to gain anything by
Yeah.
looking at it anyway.
Yeah, it's going to set your mind off racing, like, oh, what's going to happen in it, because it's getting high.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
in Chicago, I remember, I think it was around mile 22 or 23, a young girl, she looked around my age, and she had collapsed on the floor. And that was the worst thing I probably could have seen. Like, don't get me wrong, I even found out she was fine. She was okay.
Yeah.
But I thought, right, I've done Swansea. I've come back to Chicago. I've managed to finish the marathon while seeing that as well. So that gave me confidence. And then 2025 then was about trying to push myself, because I'll be honest, I was absolutely terrified to push myself and get my heart racing, thinking, I've still got that fear in the back of my mind sometimes of, have they missed anything?
Yeah, of course you have. And we spoke about it in 2025 as well. And it's very, very serious. It absolutely is, right? And I don't want to go into bashing anyone. But then that piece of content that came out with the panic attack, it must have been so triggering for you as well. And I don't want to bash anyone on that, because everyone's got their own opinion on that content as well. But you fought so hard to get back.
Yeah.
And then you see something like that, and you're like, well,
Yeah.
what's happening with you? Is it like,
You're right. And what I do want to say is, panic looks different for everyone, and you don't all get the same symptoms. However, I know how debilitating it is, and there's things I've seen that I know I definitely couldn't have done in that moment. I was literally my thought was I need to phone my mum for a few seconds to tell her where I am before I collapse and die, because that's what I felt like.
Yeah. Yeah, and maybe it wasn't a panic attack and it's just been brand, but you've got to be careful, especially when you've got a big following, you've got to be careful with the words you use and stuff like that as well.
Very.
Perhaps it was just, a high heart rate or whatever, but, and it'll move around groups and stuff like that. And for most people, it's like, what is that like, or maybe it is true. But for somebody that's lived what you've lived through for 2023 and 2024, it's a completely new ball game.
Yeah, I mean, you look at my Strava, and there's runs where I'll probably be around, I think I actually look back on this and I was running probably around 11 to 12 minute miling on some runs, which isn't anywhere near what I usually run, even at my easy pace. But you could see my heart rate going up in the 170s the more I was slowing down, and it was getting erratic. It was all over the place because I just couldn't regulate my body. It just looks an absolute mess. But it's fine because, like I said, that wasn't about the pace or anything. It was about trying to get my mind to realise that I'm safe, I'm fine. Like, it's crazy how powerful your mind is. Like I said, I couldn't even put a pair of trainers on without my left arm tingling. And that's when I knew, was like, right, I know
Something's wrong.
it's subconscious. I know that yeah, but I know I'm not in danger. I know it's happening from, so that gave me a bit of comfort, like, oh, you know, it's not my heart, it's subconsciously my body's like, oh shit, she's putting trainers on, she's going running again, we're not going to be safe. That's what was happening, and you literally do. So yeah, I spent a year literally just trying to get back into running. Wow. I genuinely thought I would, well, one, I thought I'd never be running again. The second thing I thought, which is probably more true, is I never thought I would be hitting paces like I did before either. I thought that was out the window. I just wanted running back just for the love of running.
Yeah. And then 2025, which is right up to now, you discover the best running podcast in the world. You form the Posh and Becks of running. What are you?
What are you?
What are you? Yeah. But now it's 2025 really, when you're running out to that now, and like there's positives at the end of 2024.
Yeah.
You've got that Swansea half, Monkey off the back. You've done a marathon again, right? 2024 with Chicago. So 2025, you ready to rock it again?
Yeah, I was. 2025 has probably been the best running year I've ever had, but that's because I've got a complete different perspective and mindset on it now.
I can't imagine like going through that as well and getting it back, because I can't imagine how much you appreciate it now when you, like I said, you thought, it might sound over dramatic, but it's fucking not, like, is it? Because you thought you were never going to get that passion back. It was gone forever.
Yeah.
So this year, like 2025, and you had a good year. Up and down a little bit, but you had a good year.
Yeah, I did have a good year, but what I will say is I've got really supportive people around me, and if you put yourself in the right environment, you'll thrive off others, and you've got that back, and then that just builds into your confidence. Yeah. You know, I started to fall out of running. Well, I say fall out of running. I lost the love for running in 23, 24 anyway. Even though I realised how much it meant to me, I wasn't enjoying it like I was previously. It just felt like, you know, we live in a day now where more is better. You got to be running back to back marathon.
We just said this before you came on, and it feels like online. Nick, you love YouTube, don't you? And there's so much used to be, or there still is maybe, good content available, educational content available, but the majority is a pissing contents at the moment. Look how good I am. They're all fighting over shit deals. But there's a cesspit online at the moment somewhere, in some places, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, and, you know, last year, like I said, I just put myself in the right environment. Obviously, I met Mike, so I'm in Cardiff now, and the plan is to move there. So I joined Ponty, which have been amazing to me since I joined there. You know, I followed the pod anyway, but I see you guys now as well. Like I said, you are a product of your own environment, and I just got that love for running back again. And like I said, it's purely just down to the environment I put myself in.
Yeah. That makes a big difference, doesn't it? Being with right people who want running for the right reasons as well. Like, that helps, doesn't it? Like you said, I don't, a lot of that shit online, I don't even follow or watch it. Like, I watch what I like, and I want to watch.
Bishy forces it down our throat, doesn't he?
Yeah, Bishy constantly,
Stupid
look at
rodent
this,
guy.
boys, look at this shit again.
The
He
thing
knows
is,
he'll trigger us. It's
does
like an
that,
hand
he
grenade.
does.
He throws it in the grenade. He throws it in the
Monday
group.
morning, throw it in.
Throws it in and then logs off until the afternoon and comes back to see the carnage he's caused.
the thing is with the running content though is, like you said, I follow a lot of influencers, content, whatever you want to call them, that produce great content and do it because they genuinely love running. What I have an issue with is when the content is ahead of the sport. The sport should come first and the content should follow. So the question people really should be asking themselves is, if you weren't creating content from it, would you be running?
Yeah.
Yeah,
and that's kind of what
I know, yeah.
separates it,
Because
you know?
it's current, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's
Massive, innit?
popular.
Like, it's popular, and people are seeing other people making money and having, some people have made this a job now, innit? You know, the big boys, you know, it's their actual jobs now. And that's what people are hoping
But
that
they're good
the
at it
next
too.
one.
And they've invested in it. They've got a team.
Exactly. Yeah. But that's the thing now, so it gets flooded and saturated with the same shit.
Yeah.
But again, like I said, it's to do with the environment you're in. So you choose your content as well, though. You can choose who you follow and what you see on your feed.
We can.
Exactly.
So you're telling us to block Bishy? I'm just kidding. But no. It was like, and no, you are right, because after the Cardiff Half debate, what's the word? Debacle, whatever it is last year. I unfollowed all the Run for Wales accounts, all the influencers, and then suddenly my days were better, like. It was mad. Because it just triggers you to get angry and stuff like that. Because
I think as well, though, where, you know, because, like I said, it's everywhere now. You can't get away from it, can you?
Can't.
And what I worry about is, especially from, like you know, I advocate for women's health, and women are dismissed in the medical industry so much already. And I get really fed up of seeing these back-to-back marathons and, you know, rest being treated like it's a character flaw. That puts people, like, and I'm not trying to single women out. Like I said, it's just something I feel passionate about, and I understand.
You're a woman, innit? So yeah, you're going to know more than we do.
Pushing through is it's gonna make you ill. It's gonna make you hate running. You know, what's happened to just doing a 5K, a 10K, a consistent month of running and celebrating that? You don't need to be doing these big things. You really don't.
But they haven't got any content to copy then, have they? Yeah. Because they can't copy content of someone sitting in the house.
Yeah, I brought it up a while ago. I can't believe how disrespected a marathon has become. It seems like.
No, you're right.
It's just like,
like, but I think I can do two.
I find it mad, like how disrespected. Because of all this crap, people think it's just all normal to go back to back or do 3 in a month, and I find it mad it's fucking long way, people, and they're hard, like, if you're doing them proper. I can't believe how disrespected it is. That's the way it feels to me, that it's getting that way anyway. Like, it's I don't know, you're right. It's mad how it's getting like that.
But unfortunately, it's these influencers that have got this responsibility that should be promoting the rest and the recovery. And, you know, that, like I said, there are some great influencers I follow. There's people who will hold their hands up. You know, I think you had him on you before. Cole's running.
Yeah, Cole, yeah.
I can't remember what event it was that he done, but he put his hand up. He said, you know what, I didn't do the work for it, and I suffered for it.
Berlin and then Valencia, wasn't it? Valencia.
Yeah.
Valencia
it's things like that, not let's just do a back-to-back, or, you know, let's push through.
But, and you know, like, and this is the last...
You
The
are.
last I'll say on it, right, is we've lost already, though, because if you look at the comment section on an influencer's post, it's just full of other people, and you look at these profiles, and they just want to be like the people they're commenting on. They can't see the lies, like, they can't see through the content or anything like that. Like, Sam Griffiths earlier, right, he was on there, and his Instagram, I went on his Instagram, and he's claiming he's got a 3 carousel photo post of his running Speedway. And all right, he did run this time, but at no point does he say he was disqualified for wearing headphones. And all the comments like, oh my God, you're so good, you're so good. Yeah, but he doesn't follow the fucking rules, like, so do you want to be that guy? But you can't win, like, there's no point in even getting involved in it. I was going to comment, didn't you get disqualified? But then I thought, I'm going to have 100 people above me going, oh, why are you being so negative?
Yeah.
I know.
That's
It's
the problem,
frustrating, right? But yeah, but at the end of the day, you've got to take it on the chin and just be like, it's a hobby. It's something we enjoy doing. You get annoyed by certain things, definitely, but you can't let it consume you. I try to drown out a lot of this noise.
We sound like grumpy old men, don't we?
Yeah, but we pay for our shoes so we can say what the fuck we want, mate.
Anyway, enough of us.
I know. Sam, bloody hell. But you mentioned obviously advocating for women's health, and you're dipping your toe into that, trying to make a massive difference online at the moment. I know you're educating yourself around, you're not just rocking up. And again, this is important across the board to have the education about whatever you're talking about, unless it's me talking shit on you, which I just use my GCSEs for. But you're trying to help, you're trying to make a difference in that space, and you've got a run walk club kind of thing coming up at the moment. Do you want to tell us a bit more about that for the people that have got this far through the pod?
Yeah, so on Sunday I've created an event where it's literally just for women to get together. You don't need to be a runner. You can walk it, you can walk and run, or you can run it, whichever one you want to do. The whole point of it. Pardon?
Can you send it?
Send it? No.
Full send.
They're like,
No?
Go for it.
No, absolutely not. There's none of that. None of that. So the whole walk and run element was just for me to get some movement involved in it. The bigger picture is all the women coming together and then having a social at the end of it, a little catch up. So like a coffee, cake, whatever, and a chat. Because especially in January is such, women are such a targeted audience after Christmas, and everyone eating whatever they want. People get their vulnerabilities preyed on by all these companies and quick fixes, and
True.
hammering exercise. And I just thought, you know what, I just want to create a safe space for all women to come together and discuss this and not be led down these dangerous paths like I once was.
Good.
Lovely.
Your heart's in the right place. It's a bit too fast, but it's in the right place, isn't it? Izzy's is doing really well down to Bethcall at the moment as well. So, and look, you and Izzy know more about women than we will ever know. So you know what kind of support you need more than we will ever know as well. So hopefully it goes from strength to strength. But you have got a bigger fish to fry soon.
Yeah.
In Seville. Can you tell us what the goal is? How we doing towards it? What's it like running 20 miles with Mike Hill?
Oh God! Well, do you know, I absolutely love it when he captions his Strava 16 miles with Sam. In other words, I'm not that slow usually on the first 16 miles.
16-mile warm up.
You've got to get that disclaimer in.
It's always run with Sam. So Seville, I have put a time goal down. Sub 3:45 is the goal.
Nice.
It's very tricky for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am. I believe I am. I've probably had the best block I've ever had marathon-wise. I've had to be really sensible with my approach. It's been a 19-week block, which sounds really long, but because I've got endometriosis, which plays havoc with me, and it can wipe me. So in December I had a bit of a nightmare with it. where 1 week I only ran 6 miles. So my thought behind it was, if I've got 19 weeks, I've got more weeks to play with if I do
Yeah.
need that
Something that
recovery.
goes on.
Yeah.
But it all comes down to the day, because if unfortunately I have the flare and the symptoms happen, my race could be over before I start, but that's the risk I have to take with this
You
condition,
call, yeah.
unfortunately. Yeah.
And is it? This is I guess so awkward talking about stuff I don't understand about women, right? But can you control it, or can you not control it, but can you I guess you can do everything right, but it's the same as Carter's diabetes, I guess, and you can do everything right, but if your blood wants to spike, his bloods are going to fucking spike. And you can do everything right to put yourself in the best place, but if it wants to flare up, it's going to flare up.
Yeah. Um, Diet and stress is a massive contributor to my symptoms. I've learned a lot and I've adapted so much to it. But ultimately, on the day, if it wants to flare up, there is no chance that I can run the pace I want to go. I'd done 20 miles on Sunday, and 11 miles in, I had pain where my left ovary is. The only way I can describe it feels like someone is stabbing you or like ripping your insides apart. And again, it sounds dramatic, but it is that painful.
That part, yeah.
And I just know when I'm like that, I've got to put my hand where the pain is to try and stop it from getting worse.
Does that persist for 9 miles then, Sam? Sorry to jump in. I have to say when I think it. Does it persist for 9 miles then, or does it get out?
Depends.
Finish my sentence.
It depends, because if I ease off and I slow down, usually that works, and it won't get any worse. On that run that I did pick the pace up towards the end. I did let not the ego side. It's just when you're 4 weeks out from a marathon, my mind got the better of me.
You've got to have some ego to hit the target goal in marathon, haven't you?
Yeah, you want that confidence boost as well, innit?
Yeah, but then I suffered massively in the evening. I don't mind on Seville if I suffer after the event. My worry is if the flare happens during and it gets worse, because it can get to the point where I can barely walk. So it's not good.
No.
Sam, your journey is like amazing. Carry on, Nick. What were you going to say?
Yeah, I was just going to say, like, it's a nightmare now, and it's like, that's another fact that you don't want. It's bad enough turning up for a marathon, opening, you're fit, healthy, ready, and then, like I say, it could happen 5 miles in, 20 miles in. That's just a bloody nightmare, innit? But I suppose you just got to probably try and get in a mindset of, like, it's not going to happen, and then just deal with it when it does. I don't know, I haven't got it, so I can't speak for you, but that's sort of what you've got to try and get in your head, is it?
I've been fortunate in the fact that, thankfully, I haven't had it impact any of my races so far. It has happened. I've had a flare during a race, but not to the extent where it stopped me from finishing the race. But it is always a possibility.
Yeah,
I mean, I've had the condition for about 15 years, but it was only diagnosed officially last year. It's just not looked at, unfortunately.
Yeah.
What a journey, like 5:31. Your body's told you no twice to stop running, and you've gone, fuck off, I'm running. And now we're back gunning for a 3:45 in Seville. I hope 3:45. Yeah, is that what we said?
Yeah, it's 3:45. Yeah.
I hope we get it.
How have you found training for it, Sam? Because I've always fancied Seville, but it's because of the time of year. It's always put me off.
Yeah, it's been tough, because you think, Feb, Spain, great. And then it's the training. The marathon is one day. It's been really tough. But again, the mentality side of it you got to look at is, if you can train through that under the worst weather conditions, then realistically you should be prepared on that day. That's the only way I've, managed to get myself through it. But I won't be doing it again anytime soon.
One and done out there.
Yeah, it's the time of year. I am coming to Amsterdam. Yes, I'm not doing the full though. I'm doing the half.
The
We
cheap
teach you to
half.
use a camera.
Yeah,
So cheap, isn't it?
Well,
40 euros, something like
I
that.
know it's bargain.
No,
That was
we'll
a
have a good
bargain.
time. Yeah. Right. We're going to take... And we have missed anything, Nick? You've asked it about how civil training was now. I'm sure we have missed plenty, right? But that's the
always
fun
do.
of only having a little window of time. But I'm sure you won't mind me telling everyone, Sam, that your inbox is open if any ladies or women want to speak to you about anything that you have spoke about today.
Yeah.
And the Run Walk Club is down to Leslie. You can find more information. I think we've shared it as well. We'll share it again before Sunday. But we'll take a quick break and then we'll come back and a couple of staple questions and then we'll all get off to watch Traitors, is it?
Yeah.
You watch her.
I love it.
Well, watch it. It's amazing.
I know my daughter Georgia
We'll be right
was
back.
on about it constantly.
Welcome back. It's Nikki's time to ask is yes, no, or maybes. Ready, Sam?
Yeah.
Right, here we go, Sam. Nice and easy. Yes, no, maybe. Headphones when training.
Yeah.
What about running Speedway 10K?
No.
Topical. No, you can't do this thing, can you? They ban, you can't. Treadmill.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, sorry. No.
You can genuinely swear on this podcast.
Yeah, I
I
think we're all right.
detest the treadmill, and I mean detest it. So no.
Even though you started on it, not
I
anymore.
did start on it, and that's probably why I hate it.
Yeah, that's probably
You
why.
know
Good
that
point.
you've shed your skin since then, haven't you?
Yeah. No, I can't run as quick on the treadmill that I can outside either. It feels so much harder.
Oh, that's mad. Yeah, I find that.
I can't do it.
I do find that. But then some people find they can get going more, can't they, and do sessions better on them. But I'm the same. I can't run quick on them. Next one, carbons in training.
Can I say sometimes?
Yeah, so maybe go for the maybe. Sometimes that's the same thing. I'll allow it.
There's a place for it, but not all the time unless you want to injure yourself.
Exactly. Good point. Next one, supplements. A, nose strips, Normio, bicarb, electrolytes.
Gotta be careful here. I am actually trialing
Are you?
bicarb for a company from a women's health perspective at the moment.
right.
So I will share that. But in regards to the other one, especially nose strips, it's a big no from me.
Yeah. Now, bicarb, I do think there's something in it. I've not tasted it, or tested it, but there is something in the science. There's science backed behind that, isn't it? So I sort of understand that. But the thing, like you say, nose strips, I think people have said, and he's looked into it, and there's no data saying that it helps you at all.
No.
Unless you've got a deviated septum.
Yeah, that's what it was, isn't it? That's his wording. Yeah.
Yeah.
Last one, then, as we've touched on it, Seville, 344.
344.
Yes, no, or maybe.
Oh, maybe.
No, don't be maybe. Be a yes. Be confident.
Okay, yes, we'll go for yes.
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 Love it.
Happy days.
Over to you,
Right,
Gar.
Sam. We need a song for the playlist. What is it?
It's gonna be. I really thought about this one. Galvanized by the Chemical Brothers.
Oh my God, it's like our favourite song.
Love that.
Really?
Love it.
Do you know, like that's when I went to Boardmasters when Chemical Brothers were headlining and it was pissing down with rain. I was dressed as a lobster. I was just having the best time of my life. And after that, I thought it's never getting better than that. So I come home, downloaded Tinder, I met my wife. Mad, isn't it? If I hadn't been partying, where would I be now if I hadn't been watching Chemical Brothers in the rain and Boardmasters?
They're so
Really?
good. But when I hear that, come on, I'm on a trip doing a training session. I'm locked in.
Banger.
Oh, brilliant.
Brilliant.
Absolutely.
I seen them down the bay a couple of years ago and they were unreal.
They were, yeah, I didn't come to that, but like there's honestly, like, there's not many bands or stuff you'd watch in the rain in there, but Chemical Brothers is better in the rain, like.
Even better, yeah.
Oh my God. Who would play Sam in a movie of her life, which has been up and down? Quite interesting.
I'm gonna go with Jennifer Lawrence because she's very awkward and masks a lot of things with
I
sarcasm and
love
writing.
Jennifer.
It's what
Yeah,
I try to do. I try to make light of my situations. I am very sarcastic, and yeah, that's why I choose her.
you are. Yeah.
Nice one.
No, honest to God, I thoroughly enjoyed this chat.
Brilliant again. And informative in ways. Not for us, obviously, but
Yeah,
hopefully
and
it will help some people.
honest to God, yeah, because we've got such a split. What's it called? Whatever, innit? Listenership or whatever between women and men, and that will make so much sense to a lot of the women. A lot of the men will just like skip through and go red, but a lot of the women need to hear that information, and they're going to be like, "Thank fuck, someone has said that out loud,"
Yeah.
you know. But we'll bump into you soon. I'll try and see you through Seville because I've got to drop a crop top off too, haven't I?
You have this got to have his first holiday with me.
I know. I'll get it before you go. I promise you. I might just get Dan to post it now, actually. But I should see him, and then I'm not that far away from you, as long as you're in home, not in
Yeah.
Cardiff, because I'm far away from there. But I'll get it to you before you go to Seville for your shakeout. That's absolutely fine. Thanks for giving us some time. Tell Mike, unlucky you got an episode before him. But yeah, if he qualifies in Boston, he can have one. Nick, have we got anything else? If not, you can wrap it up.
No, brilliant. Sam, again, thanks for your time. And like I said, hopefully that's helped some people. And if, like say, get in touch and get to the run along with Sam on Sunday if you're in the Fletchley area. Otherwise, best of luck for Seville
Yeah.
if we don't
I need a
see
girl.
you. Yeah. Oh, yeah, forgot that.
Can I
Best
just
of luck
say
for
though,
Seville.
before you
Go
go,
on.
thank you.
Yeah, go on.
Thank you so much, though, okay, for giving me the opportunity to actually come on to the podcast because you genuinely don't know how refreshing it is, especially from two males, to approach me and say, we want to know more about this because you've genuinely made a difference as well by sharing this with people. So thank you as well.
I'm going to go red
Problem.
now.
No, you're right, though.
Genuinely,
Like I say, we
it's
don't
a
know
massive
about it, but
difference. Thank you.
it is important for people to speak about these things, isn't it? And get it out there, because some people won't know or won't know how to deal with things. So it is like, yeah, it's great for you to come on and be so open about it. Anyway, back to business. Good luck in Seville to you and Mike. If we don't see you before then, I'm sure you're both going to smash it. But that's it for another week with the runs, and we'll see you on a start line somewhere soon.